What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Apocalypse Hotel, this time with episode 8. Last episode we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger with who I think her name is Yachiho or something like that, Yachicho. Unfortunately getting stranded in space after launching this defense system. And I think we'll be on the mission to recovery today. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. She's just gonna take over. Just gonna leave her there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Ten-chan. So yeah, it looks like she's overtaken her roles. She even looks like a little bit older. Okay. So she's just been replaced. I wonder how long it's been since the events of the last episode. Also, she seemed to number quite a few guests have appeared. Interesting. Like I said, I was expecting us to get her right on the track of trying to find her, but I did also mention last week that it's almost an impossible task trying to find someone stranded in space like that, I think. Yeah, she has. How long has it been? I thought it might have just been the clothes or like the position she was in being a bit more mature that she looked quite a bit older, but no, it's genuinely been quite some time, it looks like. Discipline with a fist. Reconcile with a high five. You're telling me it's been 7,000 days since then? What's that? 20 years? Jesus. Wow. Well, that's not how I was expecting this episode to start. Let's hope it all actually came to fruition then. And works. I was gonna say, I imagine at some point during the episode she's gonna like fall in on us and and like just walk in. Oh, it blew up before it reached her. You know what? One, impressive that she is somehow returned from space. Two, even more impressive, is that she returned to exactly where the hotel is. and not like some random part of like Brazil or Russia or England or something. See, no, I don't want to say everybody is bad and business people are bad, but I can't imagine there being too many very nice business owners, no matter what field it's in, using robots. It's just, I don't know. The thing that usually comes to mind is just someone who doesn't want to deal with human beings, so they use robots. Ain't got to pay robots, stuff like that. Ain't got to care what they feel like. Like, what reason is there to use robots versus people? And all those reasons, I'd usually deem someone a bad person, right? Like I said, there's probably always exceptions to that, and that might be the future we very well be living in soon. But yeah. Maybe what I'm trying to say is this guy's way too nice for what you'd expect. Oh, 301. Don't know why that's very recognizable. 301. Probably something to do with The Shining. You know what movie I quite liked in to like hotels? I think it's 1408, I think it's called. Thought that was quite interesting. You know, yeah, to be honest, this episode does feel quite Shining-esque a little bit. I've got to look up now. Been, to be honest, I've only watched The Shining maybe 2 or 3 times, and not very recently. I'm gonna type famous hotel room 301. Maybe not. Don't know why that number sticks out to me then. 301. It specifically, yeah, it's 2237 is what I'm. Huh. Why does 301 stick out to me? Oh, 301. I don't know. Don't know. Maybe it's just. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Must have been something I've seen. Must be, yeah, there must have been something. Maybe a game or something, I don't know. He's got exterminated, didn't they? On their way back to space. She found? Oh. So was she found by an alien? No, it looks like she got hit by one. How? So this is how she made it back. Okay. Again, extremely lucky. Probably not all that unlikely to get hit by something in space, to be honest. But extremely lucky to end up here, I think. Wow, you look almost exactly the same, except for you're just a bit taller. So she's in pretty good condition, other than those glitchy things we just saw. Oh shit. Honestly, pretty cool. Reminds me of that Digimon Tankmon, I think it's called. Oh no, her arm. Oh my god. We really had to sacrifice here, didn't we? Use whatever was about. Yeah, it's gonna be awfully clunky. People, you don't see this nowadays at all, but tank and controls back in the day for like Resident Evil games and Silent Hill and games like that. I always quite enjoyed tank control. Like, I wouldn't say enjoyed, but I thought they were always quite effective because it made movement a little bit harder. And yeah, I'm not a hater of tank controls. Still play like Resident Evil remake and Code Veronica and such to this day. And yeah, I've got no issues with the controls, but a big majority of people hate them, and I can understand why. But it adds a little bit more when you're in a survival element to impair your movement a little bit. Just makes it even harder to survive. Makes it when you do like freak out and you're in a rush, makes it yeah even better. But if I had to move like that for everyday movement, I would of course hate it. This place absolutely booming. For real. I did notice that. It looks a little bit. I don't know, complicated. And there's no shower cap. Where's her family gone? It's almost a little bit disappointing. Like, it's awesome that all this has happened, but it's almost a little bit disappointing that Yachicho wasn't involved. I mean, she was. She was the foundation of a lot of this, don't get me wrong, but she missed a lot. You are. I mean, you're immortalized now, but you have to assume that they made that because they thought you were dead. How funny would that be? She got a boyfriend? Bloody hell. Things really didn't stop for her at all, did they? Bloody hell. Could argue it ran better. If you can get there. Sad, honestly. It's just sad. Her whole being has kind of been taken away. What the fuck? She can't. It's turned into some like proper delinquent. Yachi yo. Damn. Quite the evolution. I quite enjoy the look of it. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh yeah, her voice. Yeah, I think that's what she came out to, isn't it? She can't adhere to anything, so might as well just scrap it all, be the total opposite. Holy shit. I don't know what it is about this design. It just looks so fucking cool. Do you know what that's called? That's called your teenage rebellious phase. Again, just crazy animation. This whole fight, isn't it? It's insane. Probably the best looking. It's crazy. This is probably the best looking show this season. Why'd you make me Buddha? Because you are religion, Yachio. That's how much you mean. You're Yachio. Again, like, no need for this episode to go this fucking hard. We've had that, I think it was like episode 3 or 4 as well. Like, it's just like, it's looked phenomenal. It's crazy. The soundtrack was insane. Like, fucking hell, bro. Again, I can't help but point out the duality of what he's saying there. I don't understand how people feel when you're telling robots how to do that. The hypocrisy. Damn, well, that was sick. This show really has just been like, fingers crossed the end keeps up. I assume it will. Because just every episode so far has just been fantastic. The show has been such a pleasure, and just like, just expected nothing from it going in. Man, we're really gonna have to find our new body there, or sort that tank out. But the hands you could probably deal with. Can't have a hotel without those. Okay, well, again, just another fucking amazing episode. Like, holy crap. Good story. That's the thing with this show. Like I said, I didn't expect anything going into this. I think I saw like a preview and it looked good, so I was like, yeah, I'm watching it. But like a good story, lovable characters, awesome animation and fight scenes, good humor, which is actually really rare for me. Like, there's not too many anime I consider like consistently funny. There's a lot of hit and miss, but this show just gets a lot right in the humor department. So yeah, it's just got humor, it's got action, it's got story, it's got characters, it's got animation. The soundtrack during that fight was like, it felt like it almost felt like it could be like a super tear jerking kind of moment from like a masterpiece show. I mean, would you be wrong saying that about this? I'm not sure, to be honest, but it felt like this could fit in at like the soundtrack they played here. It felt like it fit in with like Christopher Nolan movie or something, or just like something to that level. It was really well done. I've got to wonder who is like the team working on this show, because as I keep saying, like the production, even the story and everything has just been super good so far. It's crazy, and it just continues to like defy my expectations in that regard and just get better as it goes along. Like, I'm thinking, as I do with most anime originals, at some point it's going to go downhill. At some point it's going to be that usual thing of it starts out really well and interesting and then just goes downhill, but not in this case. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said, a really good episode here. Surprising start with us being what, 20 years in the future or something along those lines. Seeing the little Tanuki girl grew up. She ended up turning out really well, didn't she? Ended up making the business absolutely booming for this hotel. I can't remember the specific numbers she mentioned earlier, but she was getting like, I think it was like hundreds of guests in per month, which is far away from what we knew before this episode. Again, the one thing I do have an issue with is this, like, it's not so much the show, it's more like the believability factor in real life of if someone was to go down this route and use robots instead of people, and what the robot, like, the hypocrisy is, if you want to understand what people want and what makes the business work, you wouldn't use a being or a thing, that be a robot, to understand it, because they can't quantify human emotions and needs and such. Obviously these robots do, might be partially AI or something, I don't really know, but yeah, like I said, that's just my kind of little issue I have with the show, but it's nothing major. Like I said, I can easily get past it. I guess he's a major influence on the story, but he's not like a major character in the story, so it doesn't really kind of impact me, to be honest with you. And I still enjoy the robot stuff, of course. I've mentioned quite a lot. I'm quite a big fan of sci-fi now, especially with kind of looking into, as it's becoming quite a big thing in our real world, looking into characters like the Alien series with their depiction of robots and AI and such. I've always thought it's been really interesting. But yeah, hell of an episode. Love these little scenes of her trying to get reacquainted with things in the bloody tank that's now a part of her. As I said, I kind of hope we do fix that. It's quite cutesy for now, but it would probably get quite annoying seeing her just stroll around in this thing all the time. I absolutely loved these Linkwood design for her. I thought this was really cool. This I wish there was a better like full shot of it, but it looked absolutely fantastic. This kind of delinquent motorbike tank Yachicho. Well, that was really cool, and again, goes without saying, the fight scene was just incredible. Probably some of the best animation I've seen this year in general, which is saying something, because again, I'm not sure who the team are working behind this, but doing a hell of a job. Yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. Lovely ending here, of course, as well. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 9.